Hi travelers, Tara here. I'm finally getting to the Sagittarius video. Actually, I've recorded it twice already, and for whatever reason, I cannot seem to get it loaded. So this is going to be the third time that I've done it. Anyway, this is a general reading for Sagittarius for June 2016. We're just going to get straight into the reading here. We're going to be doing the Hidden Lotus spread. The messages will not resonate with all, so please view your moon and rising sign, which I'm probably sure you already have, since this sun sign for Sagittarius has not been posted. But this is for Sagittarius, sun, moon, and rising. The messages are general. And if you'd like more insight into your own situation, you have to book a personal reading. Okay? That way I can tune into your energies. That's the way it works. All right, here we go. Well, this is some odd energy. Underneath, I have the Four of Wands. Okay? Right in the center, I see that many of you, and if this hasn't begun for you yet, because this is for June, for some of you, the energies are already starting. For others, it will play out perhaps a little bit later into the month. But right in the center of the spread, I have the Two of Wands. This is the card of contemplation and decisions. But I see that it appears as though some of you may be dealing with either a air sign individual or someone who, in a sense, embodies the way that card looks. This is someone who can be emotionally distant, can be cold, can hurt your feelings, but they can also be like a judge, someone who's rather strict and severe. And it looks as though this person is really, well, not that the person is, but that the situation perhaps involving this person has really been something that's been quite heavy on you. And we do know that we have Saturn and Sagittarius. You guys hang in there because you're coming up on the 6th month of the second year. So it's going to be over in a little bit. So just kind of hang in there. Now, for some of you, I see that this is perhaps could be associated with work, because I do have the Eight of Pentacles, the Apprentice card. This is the card of the earn while you learn. This is also, this guy's literally making money. So a lot of you have probably been working very hard, if not in a financial sense, but literally, because that's what the coins mean. They mean the practicality, literally doing the work. Okay? You do have two lovely aces here, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. But you also have the Star card here. And again, this is an Aquarius card, so I'm thinking it's kind of strange that I would have two Aquarius cards here. So I don't know if there's some kind of planetary transit in Aquarius going on that may be affecting some of you. But the Star card is about hope. It is about peace. It is also about astrology. It also is a Venus card, which you don't normally associate with Aquarius, but the star itself represents Venus. That's what the star in the center. And it is all about being comfortable with who you are. I don't know why there's such a glare on this. It is about being comfortable in who you are. That's what being naked represents. And maintaining a balance, finding the balance so that you can maintain your hopes and your dreams. Now, I do see, along with this decision that's happening, that some of you have gotten the idea. You finally figured out what it is you want to be doing or should be doing. And others of you are still resting, okay? Not quite certain what you should be doing. So this is a card of just taking some time out. So if you're feeling as though you don't want to be bothered with a whole bunch of people, then take that time to replenish yourself. This is, again, another message of the star. It's about renewal. So learn how to replenish yourself. I do have this Queen of Wands, and this is representative of a fire sign here. Okay. So she can represent a Sagittarian female. But what I find interesting is that I have this row here of the Ace of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So perhaps for some of you, you may have either some type of work project going on with this person, or this is someone that you just met and a few sparks have flown. Um, Whatever the case may be, remember I've been telling you all along, when Saturn, you have your Saturn return and it's about building strong foundations. This is a card of having strong foundations, and this is a card of stability. This could, does represent the home card, but there are more ways to have stability. One of my dear little friends that I get a chance to read with ever so often, I read for her back last year, right when the Saturn returned. She's a Sagittarian. And I was telling her, Saturn returns are hard, they're difficult, they're long, they're painful, they're confusing. They really, really kind of put you through your paces. And I remember telling her, you're going to have to, Saturn is coming back to tell you to build up your strong foundation. So what she did was she took a job, and she's been working it. And I just got an opportunity to read with her again. And she says, I hate the job. I hate the people I work with. I don't feel like I fit in. And she was at another crossroads. And so I said to her, I said, well, we talked about having those, putting in your foundations. She said, yeah, but, I think I've discovered that I want to be doing something else. She said, and I kind of misunderstood about the strong foundations. I assumed it was just to get a job and build up financial, to build up money. She says, but I'm not happy with what I'm doing. So when I say build up your strong foundations, Saturn comes in to show you what areas are weak and what areas you need to shore up. So for some of you, that could be finances. For others of you, that could be emotional stability, mental stability, and physical stability. So Saturn comes in not to, you've been going along doing things the way that you normally been doing them, and everything seems to be working okay. And then bam, Saturn comes along and says, wait a minute, stop. You need to go back and you need to review this and look over. So I'm going to give you an opportunity, 2 years, to go back and get whatever area that you need to get fixed, shore it up for the long term. Okay. So, for some, as I said, you really can't separate your finances from your emotional health, from your physical health. We can't sit here and lie to each other. Money is important, but you also need stability in other areas. Okay. Everything should be working together. What I kind of want to do, I never really like seeing the King of Swords, but this could also be an energy in the sense that you've been dealing with a lot of things. You're not quite, and basically you've just been carrying a whole bunch of, I don't know, challenges, and just kind of putting one foot in front of the other. And maybe some of you have decided now to do something about that. Maybe you have, and maybe that's why I have these two aces that have come out. This Ace of Swords, a realization, a truth, perhaps communicating to someone, I've been carrying this stuff all by myself all this time, and I just can't do it anymore. I do have this Ace of, the Eight of Coins with the Ace and this Queen. So if you are, a Sagittarian female, or if this is in a same-sex relationship, whomever identifies with this female, you are going to figure out how to move this to the next level. That's an 8. That's the earn while you learn. So some of you may have gone back to school, or have decided, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to increase my skills. I'm going to, get myself back out into the workforce with a little more, I don't know, mojo under my belt. That, but it's still going to take work. And that's why we've got this 8 of Wands. But again, excuse me, the 8 of Coins with the 2, with the Ace of Wands. So the Wands is all about the drive and the ambition to do the work. The Coins are about the practicality of getting it done. And I see that some of you are kind of maybe not wanting to make a decision, in one sense, that you are hoping that perhaps the decision will be made for you, or that you're going to get some divine guidance. In one respect, that's true. But at the same time, this is probably why you're waiting. And some of you will get some divine guidance on what it is you need to be doing. But nevertheless, it's going to require you to actually do the work. Stuff just doesn't, opportunities do come. They don't come that often. Sometimes just fall out of the sky on you. But you got to be ready to take that opportunity and run with it. I see that You know, I'm kind of curious as to why this King of Swords has come out. I never really like to see that guy. Just you know, he does have a role. Sometimes you have to adopt that kind of a stance where, you know, you got to get your emotions and your thoughts, and because if you can control your thoughts, you can control your emotions. But this guy's kind of, he can be a harsh character. And I see that this queen is looking off away from him. So perhaps this is someone that you've been dealing with, or that may be coming along your path as you move forward. Because he is touching as well these two aces. So maybe, you know, let's see what this king is trying to tell us. Oh, cards are upside down. Now, some of you have probably been waiting to take a trip having to do with money. Okay, now if this is a work situation, maybe you've been waiting on word to hear from someone and you haven't. The person has been rather distant or emotional, or they are not emotionless, or they haven't really let on exactly what it is that they're looking for. If this is for a job, I do have these beautiful wands with these coins, and that's kind of how it reads. That in the end, it is going to go through because we end up with the stable foundations here. Now, if this is a romantic or personal relationship, maybe someone is hoping that they're going to be able to come. Maybe they don't have the money, but there's something about funds or security for this person. You know, just the stance of the card tells me that he's either not being forthcoming, or there's something he's not telling you, or there's something that he's blocking, preventing. That's just from the stance of the card. I don't mean to be all down on that guy. Would be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Typically, when you see the swords people, they deal with publishing, with editing, anything having to do with writing, those literary type people. So you could be dealing with someone like that if you're in that area. Let's take a look and see what the decision is all about here. Okay, this is, I guess, a decision about, because the guy is looking, he's looking back towards the past, but the decision is, what does he do? Does he turn around? Does he go forth with that one wand in the world, or does he turn around and go back, even though he's looking towards the past? And in a sense, what the cards are telling me is that perhaps some of you may be considered leaving. Maybe this is for work. Maybe you just have to leave because you need to find something else, look out on a new horizon. Because we have, this is the pastime or hobby or celebration with family and friends. This changes because we're looking out for something on our future. This is the card of great foresight. So maybe you do leave. Maybe this is what the rest in contemplation is all about. Maybe this is why, you know, maybe this is what will motivate you to move forward. I want to also take, and we have a card underneath there. So let's take a look at what the Wands is all about. This is funny because it's at the head of the, this is, you know, really having a lot on your plate. And so you can either carry that and just plod along one foot in front of the other, or you can decide to chuck some of those things, you know, take only the essentials that you need, or you can divide them in half, you know, and at least make your way to point A. All right. And what I have, the cards are funny. It's like saying that, yes, this probably has worked for you before, you know, fortunate. But now there's a change coming. The way you are starting to feel about some of the old things that you carried, that's changing now. You know, and for some of you, you may be trying to fight that change, and so it's become very burdensome and very difficult because you're having a hard time letting go. Just remember that when you're hanging on to something so tight, you have no room. There's no way for you to grab onto something new. Okay, you're going to have to open your hands to take something new. So in order to do that, that means you have to put something else down. That's just the way it works. I want to take a look and see what's underneath this Two of Wands here, the hidden element. Now, look at this. I have a Queen of Cups. Now, I don't see Maybe this is a relationship issue where there is a third party in the picture. It does not read like that, but it could explain perhaps why this guy may be in the mode that he's in. He may not even be a air sign, but he is definitely behaving in this manner. But this Queen of Cups was underneath the decision. See, a decision. I don't have 2 3s. I don't have 3 2s. She just kind of popped up underneath the deck. Now, I don't know if perhaps this person is the key to you moving forward, or is the key to why this guy's behaving the way that he is. But there's something, she has something to do with it. I don't know what that means. Maybe some of you know what that means. I don't know how that's going to play out. Nevertheless, at some point, that is your end goal, and I guess you're going to have to figure out how to get there. I hope that message helped you, Sagittarius. I'm so sorry again that it's late. And until next time, namaste. I don't know who that queen is. Sorry about that.